right back to us. No doubt in my mind we're winning this game. That's it. That was the biggest pitch of the game right there, David Ortiz. Boom, home run.
Staked to a 3-run lead, but with 100 pitches weighing on his arm, Pedro returned for the bottom of the 8th and got Nick Johnson to pop out. 5 outs to the pennant. 5 outs to the World Series.
They're bringing in the champagne, the beer. They're starting to get ready to cover up our lockers. You know, they have their Boston Red Sox American League champion signs. They're starting to, you know, situate them to put them up. So we're watching all this. It's 5-2. It's 5-2. He just got Nick Johnson to pop up. He's 0-2 on Jeter. I mean, this game's over.
Jeter flies into right, Nixon back. On the run, it's over his head. Jeter will dig for second and hold there with a double.
Pedro's making some good pitches, but you know, those guys just put enough bat on the ball and found the open areas.
Into center field, Damon will play it on a hop. Jeter will come to the plate. It's a 2-run game.
And as that inning unfolded, it's like you inch closer to the edge of your seat. I know I was. You kept inching closer and closer, and like, come on, stop the bleeding, stop the bleeding.
With 115 pitches on the night, Grady Little is going to stick with his starter.
If he would have just taken him out, we still had a 3-run lead or a 2-run lead. If we can't get 6 outs between 3 guys and not give up 3 or 4 runs, we might as well stop. We've given up 1 run in 20 innings.
Bernie Williams will dig. It's a ground rule double. It's second and third. A flare into center field. Out is Walker, won't get it. The base running of Matsui. He comes home. Nobody covers second. Tie game.
So Posada gets the hit, and it felt like somebody ripped your heart out. I mean, it really, really did. And from now, I mean, it's tied.
The fact of the matter for me is that we have the best pitcher in baseball. In my opinion, if we were to make a pitching change, it should have been at the beginning of the inning. I have never been out there and have Pedro winning a game and seen Pedro pulled. And this is my 6th year with him. I've never seen it.
And after a season of being replaced for defensive reasons, Todd Walker saved the game twice with his glove and helped force this push to extra innings. Mariano Rivera held up his end of the bargain, and in the 10th, the Sox summoned their postseason Yankee killer, Tim Wakefield. Having held the Yankees in games 1 and 4 to a combined 3 runs over 13 innings, his MVP performance continued, retiring the side in order. But it was an 11th inning Wakefield offering that the light-hitting Brett Boone liked so much, he sent it to the fans, abruptly ending the Sox wild ride dead in its tracks.
It's a sad feeling to have to walk off the field like that, knowing that it's over with, we're going home. And it hurt. I mean, it still hurts.
We would never have been to Game 5 if it hadn't been for the way he pitched. And, you know, to have him, you know, give up a home run in that situation, you know, he's one of our leaders on the team. He's been there the longest. You know, to have him have to walk off the mound was sad to see because of what he had meant to our team. I mean, they probably had Tim Wakefield stitched on the ALCS MVP trophy.
There would be no World Series dream matchup with the Cubs. No chance to run up a postseason score against the Florida Marlins. The dusty trail of this season's bandwagon ended here, in the Bronx, where many have stalled before. A bandwagon full of nouveau cowboys who believed in their team because the team never stopped believing in themselves.
You know what? All I have to say is that, you know, we have nothing to hang our heads about. There's nothing we have to lower our heads about. I'm going to look back, when I'm going to remember this year is the guys. I'm not going to remember that home run. I'm not going to remember that ball that landed in the seats. I'm not going to remember that. When I look back at the season, I'm going to remember those guys and the smiles and the joy they brought into my life throughout that season. And and I said that after that night. I said, what I'm going to do is before I go to bed, when I say my prayers, I'm going to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be next to these guys on a daily basis and play with these guys. That's what I did.
The 2003 Boston Red Sox piled up more total bases, extra base hits, and a higher slugging percentage than any team in Major League history. They led the major leagues in almost every offensive category and broke almost every Red Sox team record, and along the way, introduced shaved heads, karaoke, and cowboy hats to historic Fenway Park. Red Sox Nation will remember the 2003 team with as much pride and promise as they remember the pain of their final defeat. By the sheer power of their production and personality, they were one of the most entertaining teams in Red Sox history. The final chapter in this new legend of Fenway lore. Both the team and the story just won't quit.